Hey. You see the rest on this? Let me get the light better. This is what we're working on here. Just want to give this a few hours. Maybe let's try this 1 hour. Hey, it's about 20 after 5. I'll check back with this in a little while. So all I did for the painted surfaces, hit it with a Dremel tool, wire wheel. So I took the most offensive of the rust off. I'm going to try a little trick here with the masking and see if it works. What I'm basically going to do is get this right as I can. So that it comes up to the edge here. Alright. Flip it around. And I'm just going to use that as my gauge. Eyeball it. I think it worked out pretty well. Okay, for this side it's different because the finished metal was actually painted anyway, just because it doesn't have a rack or anything. So doing it the opposite way. Kind of a sad coincidence that I happen to be restoring this old Craftsman thing is in the news here lately is Sears is going bankrupt. For anybody outside the U.S., Sears and Roebuck is the company that sold Craftsman, the Craftsman line of tools. I don't know what's going to happen with it. There'll still be Craftsman tools out there, whether they'll still be made in the US, but it's definitely the end of an era. You know, I have a ton of Craftsman stuff. Some of it I bought new myself, some of it I picked up used, and a fair amount of it I inherited from my father. Really kind of hate to see them go down the tubes. Cool. Let's try this out. I wish I knew a good way to take that off without damaging it and put it back on, but I don't. Alright, it's been about an hour. Let's see what we got. That looks pretty good. I'm gonna go hit it with the hose, bring it right back. Alright, let's see. Just look at it in the light here. It's pretty good. I'm sure an hour would take a little bit further. I mean, an hour more. But I'm ready to hit it with the Dremel and rock on. So that's the after. This is the before. After. This was out of the water, this part right here. Out of the water, what I'm talking about, out of the evaporust. So, top right here, that was not submerged. That part was. So yeah, I mean, if you left it in there another hour. So I'm going to go ahead and put the other fill in there. Okay, so maybe that other part was under the water. Not sure. Keep on keeping on. Okay guys, I got some priming done, and here's the second foot for the lathe bed. This one stayed in longer than the other one. The other one just stayed in for 1 hour. This one we had dinner, you know, and so forth. So it's about 2.5 hours. And so you can see just a little bit of light mechanical, and I'll be able to knock that rust off no problem. And yeah, light sanding, and it'll be ready for priming. So I've got prime bed. Prime foot over there. I've been dodging raindrops, trying to get some painting done. And this other one is ready to be cleaned up and ready to prime. Alright, everything's got a good coat of primer on it, and so today I'm going to go ahead and put some of this stuff, the hammer finish. I like this. I've used this a lot, and this will match the machinist chest that I did earlier. I just want to say, you know, I know that when guys like Jaster, I kind of admire the way he goes about it. You know, he took everything apart, cleaned everything, had everything prepped, painted everything, and then, you know, assembled it. I've only got these parts cleaned. I've still got a big pile of rusty, dirty stuff over on the other table, but I'm going to go ahead and paint these pieces. And I think my order of operations is part personality driven and part. I mean, I think there is an actual rationale. The rationale is that you know, you start cleaning this stuff, and then, you know, before you know it, you got more rust coming on top of the part that you just cleaned. So I'm kind of anxious to, once I've cleaned something, all right, let's at least get primer on it. And then the personality part of it is I'm impatient. I just want to see something, you know, I want to see some progress. So I figure having the base done that'll give me a nice little foundation. Then I can start cleaning the other pieces, and as I clean them and paint or polish or whatever I got to do, then I can put them on this, and hey, I'll start building it back up. So it'll be pretty cool. And last thing that I'm going to be gone. I have to do some business traveling for a week, so I want to go ahead and get a coat of this on, or a couple coats of this on, so it'll be drying that entire week while I'm gone. So when I come back, I'll be able to assemble this. Because you know how it goes when you if you only give it a day to dry, and then you reattach something like this to painted surfaces that are fairly fresh. Sure enough, when you go to take it apart, it's gonna, the paint's gonna have stuck together, and it's just gonna chip and be a mess. So hopefully, if I give it a whole week, the stuff will dry well enough that I can put it together and then disassemble it if I have to later, and it won't be a mess. So that's the plan. A little package from Spark Fun, and inside we've got some potentiometers with knobs. So it was one of those deals where the shipping was going to be as much whether I bought 1 or 10. So I bought 3. I think they were like $3 or something a piece. So I'll use the other 2 for other projects. But this one is going to replace this one over here. Let's see if you can see it. Which I couldn't figure out a way to make a knob for that. It only sticks out, a 1/16 of an inch, and the screw I couldn't get to detach. When I first got it, I thought this screw would come out and I could, make something that this screw would attach the knob. But if that's the way it actually works, I sure can't make it do that. So anyway, all it takes is a 10 kilo ohm. And because remember, this is just digital controls. This is not power. Even though these switches are rated, these are real good switches right here. I could run the mill. If I had 3-phase power in here, I could use these switches on the mill. But yeah. So I'll go ahead and install this in there and show you how it looks and works. Alright, this is always my favorite part, taking the masking off. See what we got going here. We gotta clean that off a little bit more. Alright, I lost battery in there somewhere. Not sure where. But this is how she's looking now. Looking pretty good. Pretty happy. So this paint's only about 6 hours old right now. Wanted to pull the masking off because otherwise if you wait too long then it starts pulling chips and stuff. But yeah, I'm really happy with that. That looks nice. So that'll give me inspiration to keep going. Oops. So I'm gonna, as I said, it's gonna sit here like this for a week. Hopefully get good and solid. And I'll come back and I'll put this part together, put it over on my bench, and it'll kind of remain there while I clean the other parts and just build it. Looking forward to it. I think this is going to be great. So this is a hunk of Delrin that came out of the scrapyard. Guy just gave it to me. I was picking through some other stuff, and it's the first time I've ever played with it. And I'll tell you, it's pretty cool. This was just rough cut, so I faced it off, and now I'll flip it over and I'll show you. That actually doesn't look too bad, but I'm going to clean it up anyway. Hello. Pretty good. I know it's a whole lot of overhang, but I don't know what to do about that. I mean, I have a steady rest, but it's got metal pieces. I don't think that would work very well. I don't have rollers on it or anything. So I'm just dealing with the overhang. Doesn't seem to be a lot of way to control the chips. Like I said, it shoots pretty well. Of course, I have no idea what kind of tip you're supposed to use. I've got carbide on there right now. That just doesn't seem right. Alright, yeah. Okay, I don't want to just let that go. That. Yeah, it's just. It's either taking it off in a sheet or else it's hot as it cuts the strand and that's causing it to weld. I think it's just peeling back a sheet, like skinning it basically. I don't know what the cure is for this problem. Either take even lighter cuts than that, and that's not a very deep cut, or different kind of tool. What's interesting is see how it's. Let me get this camera right. I don't know how I can see that with the light. Just peeling it right back over it. I don't know, guys. Got any Delrin tips for me? Let me know. It's a nice finish. But I can't believe you're supposed to have to deal with that, you know, peeling off a layer of skin like that. There's got to be a better way. Alright, so this time we're going to try, get in the camera here, high-speed steel bit. fact, that's a much better tool profile. Although, the finish doesn't look as good, to be honest with you. See if you can see the difference here. There we go. Yeah, so you see that? Carbide, high-speed steel. Any suggestions?